hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Gun.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Past midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And now the Bengals have it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going, but That second hit, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he crosses his sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He's going to push one deep down the road. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Joey Porter Jr.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And not much on the run, but he does get across the 25. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense, what credit?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and long for him here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow from the gun. Completes this one to Chase. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
I'm fine, ready?
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Here we go.
And that sure altered the throw.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Completed over the middle. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
This throw is caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Warren. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Warren once more. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That'll be the end of... Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 3rd and very long. This time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. Higgins makes the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Burrow setting to throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. It's the same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
On the return, here's Jones. With some trickery here on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Finds his man Chase. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On target to his man Higgins. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brown does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
They bring a tight end in motion right. They'll run again with Brown. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
I'm one, right?
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Trying for it with Burrow. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. He's got this at the 27. That's some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Bengals football.
Here we go.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Putting a receiver in motion. He puts some power on a deep one left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air, and you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
From the 24. That's complete to Wilson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they're left with 4th and short. Going for it with Warren. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going to the ground again on first. He's out in the clear. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Warren. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They're throwing it. And oh, he got it. Interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield.
Here we go.
His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurry throw almost at an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the... Oh, they tried the lateral. It's live ball. The lateral goes contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Gun. Got.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Burrow setting up the play action. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That's going to be cut by all. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
From the gun on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He fields this at the 18. And you love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Terrific return here, 24 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
1-1, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Bails out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on 1st down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team.
Here we go.
Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
Chase coming in motion right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Taking a big shot for the end zone. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome. It's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Starting from the 5. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They bring Wilson in motion right. Warren here from the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Cut out left. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing the out route complete. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Back now, pressure on its way. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going play action. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On 1, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
onside give. Escapes a defender. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Burrow to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A very active quarter for him. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try it right with Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Play action now. Burrow flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot.
Big gain downfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 22 on 2nd down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
One of the tight ends motioning right. The throw is caught. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson at the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Now after after the run. We see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 3rd down. Looking to the air here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Steelers set to punt it. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Fielded at the 11. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Juke the defender. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go. 49-yard line.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. At the 45-yard line.
Brown on the carry. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their flight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottom him up before it came to fruition.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And they pick him off again. And the Steelers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They've got a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now they have 3rd and short. He'll look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Bengals have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's Brown again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's tackled up across the 20 at the 22. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Dropping back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.